Now, when it comes to the main DC universe, I am a huge fan of Ra's al Ghul. Like, he's a really good villain, especially since he always calls Batman detective. Never calls him Batman, just detective. But this Ra's al Ghul in this universe, like, I know it's supposed to be absolute universe. This might as well be the dark multiverse, because in the few pages that he is in, I'm just like,
I said, you got to be
support the comic book industry by visiting your LCS. My name is Dorian. This is SEO Comics. We'll continue our coverage of Absolute Superman with number 8. This story starts off with a bang. We got Omega Man talking about death to the oppressor. And I'm assuming this is like a conference call that Ra's al Ghul's on. And they're like, Director Al Ghul, they're ready for you now. This dude blocks a knife with his arm, with his forearm. Knife goes through his forearm. He's still talking like everything's okay. He's like, by all means, Ubu, you mustn't keep the investors waiting. And why is he the size of Brian Shaw? I mean, Lord have mercy. First, we got like a Batman that's like 6'5", 6'6", possibly 6'7", you know, easily 275, 300 pounds. Ra's al Ghul might be bigger, but he ain't even dealing with Batman. At least not yet. He one-hitter quitter this dude and having a normal conversation with the investors. He's letting them know that there are people trying to kill me right now, but it's okay. I'm going to deal with them, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the numbers. As much as I like Lex Luthor, dog, you got to step your game up. This dude is killing it, and it's the first page. He pulls the knife from his forearm. There's no owl. There's no break in his speech. There's nothing. Another dude comes at him when the knife jumps in the air. He punches him into his like weapons wall. Not thrown into the weapons wall. Punches him into the weapons wall. Like, this dude's a beast. Then he does a Undertaker big boot straight to this other dude. Knocks him in to his Lazarus pit. He just goes, activate Lazarus pit. Maximum. And then he grabs this like Conan Barbarian sword off his wall, and he can see the next dude just coming at him with his own sword. He gets out the way of it. He does one slash and takes this dude's head off. He walks over to the other dude that was in the Lazarus pit. This dude is now a baby. Not a toddler. A baby. He grabs his baby. Mind you, he's still having a calm conversation with the investors. He walks over to the balcony. At this point, I'm just like,
oh, God. Oh, not like this. Not like this.
he says the only regret that he has is that he doesn't have a son to like pass this down to. Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, you're holding the baby in your hand. He's a boy. And then he just drops him from the balcony. Now, in the last issue, all I was thinking to myself is, who can control this crazy ass Brainiac? My question has been answered. And then on the next page, like, we see how tall this building is. Like, it dwarfs the Daily Planet. It's like 3 times as big as the Daily Planet is. The Daily Planet's pretty damn big. And he's at the very top. All you hear is somebody scream and go, oh my God. I didn't say, oh my God. I was more like, Jesus! He goes, Lazarus means hope. Welcome to Metropolis. Jason Aaron, you might need a hug. Like, this is good. It also sounds like a cry from help. Like, just let me know, man. I'm here for you. I will give you a hug. So now we cut to Smallville, Kansas. And particularly, we cut to the Smallville Senior Living Center. And Kal-El is talking to Martha. He's telling her that there's this place called Salbar Island where there's more polar bears than people. He also knows that she wants to travel, so he gathers seashells from all 5 oceans. Now, I'm assuming the way he's talking, Jonathan Kent has passed away, and unfortunately, she has Alzheimer's. My grandma had Alzheimer's and my dad had dementia, so I know exactly what he's going through. She doesn't really recognize him. She's calling for Jonathan, and he has to leave out the window. So as he's walking through town, Soul's like, degeneration of neurons in the brain leading to cognitive decline. Memory loss is a common symptom of, and he cuts him off like, Soul, not now. And the reason why he says not now is because Jimmy Olsen's welcome on him from the Mega Man. Jimmy claims that he just wants to help him, but then he hears Lois Lane come, and he's like, man, both of you guys at the same time? The hell's going on? Now, she's claiming that even though she's wearing the uniform, she's not here on behalf of Lazarus. She's here as Lois Lane. So, of course, her and Jimmy just get right into it. And Jimmy's like, are you serious? Like, you really think that Lazarus doesn't know where you're at right now? And Lois is like, they'll make a men of murderers. I mean, their leader literally put my dad in a wheelchair. So then Jimmy brings up the dead bodies of Pakistan. And then they turn around and Kal-El's gone. So Lois starts talking out loud, hoping that Kal-El can hear her, which he can. And she starts bringing up how he pretty much saved a lot of people here. You know, like pulled a family out of a tornado, dragged a school bus from the lake, which they like to do that in Superman, don't they? She also knows about the Kents, which would be in the Lazarus files. And she's like, look, again, I'm not here on behalf of Lazarus. I'm just here as Lois Lane because I want to help you. So they get to arguing again, and then Superman finally steps in. It's like, look, I'm here because Peacemaker Smith, because the people he murdered in Pakistan, I don't want to kill that man. And then there's a gunshot, and Superman is hit. So Jimmy starts screaming, he's hit. And Lois is like, how? I've seen bullets bounce off of him. And he was like, I don't know, but he's hit now. And all these John Cena's start coming out the woodwork. So, of course, Lois and Jimmy just draw down on each other. And Lois is like, look, we need to stop this. He's hurt. We need to figure out a way to help him. So even though I don't like you, you don't like me, we need to work together because these dudes are here for all of us. So they take off with Superman. And then John Cena's are like, all we got to do is follow the blood trail. And then the greatest of all time shows up. The never seen 17. Here to grace our presence one last time. Not really. He's probably going to be in the book a lot. But Peacemaker Smith's here with a new makeover. Brainiac makeover. And he ain't questioning himself no more. Oh no. This dude is feeling himself now. And he's like, if anybody touches Superman, I will feed the rifle to him. But first, that dude is mine. So Jimmy and Lois breaks into a drugstore to try to help out Superman. Lois is like, there's no exit wound. That means a bullet's still inside. Soul is trying to do what it can to help. And it's like, this is weird. Like, I can't extract it. I don't know why, but I can't. So this Brainiac is diabolical. Not only did he make kryptonite bullets, but these bullets, I guess, can be located by John Cena. He hits a button. Kyle starts screaming and he shows up like, there you are. So he grabs him, picks him up, and is like, you remember me? Throws him to a wall, and is like, come on, laugh at me now, as he just starts punching Kyle. He tries to fight back like he's trying his best, and then John Cena just punches him right in his bullet wound. And then he just starts pummeling him again. Lois is drawing down on him, is like, look, Smith, you need to back off. So John Cena's like, you think you're running something? Like, you ain't running nothing no more. Like, you're going to get arrested after all this is said and done. So you need to back off before I have to really do something to you. So then he wants to hurt Superman some more. And one of the other John Cena's is like, hold on, time out. They said to bring back Superman alive. Man, our main John Cena chokes him up and is like, what did I tell you? I said, he is mine. And all of a sudden, the man that says you can't see me didn't see this punch coming. And Superman's suit is just now in overdrive. He makes a tornado, blows everybody back, and he hit our main John Cena 1,000 times in 30 seconds. And he's like, you want to calm down now? And John Cena, who is hurt, and it's like, all that rage, and you still can't do what you need to do. You still can't kill me. John Cena picks up his gun and puts 2 more bullets in the cow. Like, it is looking bleak. And all of a sudden, Brainiac taps in and is like, dog, what did I tell you? I told you to bring him back alive. You ain't running nothing. I made you. I owned you. And you will do what you're told. And he is shocking the shit out of him. So Kal is hurt. He's about to die. And Lois is like, can you help him? Jim's like, yes. The Omega Man can help him. So then Lois is like, all right, go ahead. He radios in and he was like, I need a boom. So they got boom tube technology. That's what that is. That's a boom tube. So they got dark side symbols on their helmets and they got boom tube technology, but they're not working for dark side. Come on now. So they start pouring on this boom tube and they grab Superman and they're shooting John Cena's, and Lois is trying to go with him. And then the main girl, who put her father in a wheelchair, puts the sword to her throat and's like, you ain't coming with us. You're staying right here. And they grab up Superman and dip out. And then Lois is left with the John Cena's with her hands up, thinking to herself, did she do the right thing?